We've got a full crowd here. So, in a lot of when you first learn something, years ago, let me kind of quickly put this. When you first start learning a technique, it's kind of exaggerated. Whenever you learn something, you're out there, it's like that big snowball I used to talk about. Pick up snow, you just start packing it. That's the way you do your techniques when you're yellow belt. The movements are wider. Then we keep packing and condensing, tightening it up. Then you get to a point where, in the AKK, where we hit with power is after a while, we don't need long range motion. A lot of travel to get there. We shorten the arcs. We tighten the arcs for more speed. We tighten them for more power. Tail end speed, tail end power. But more so yet, if we're hitting, and maybe we'll start working on some of these techniques, we're just going to take pieces of techniques from what all the instructors taught for movements. As we hit differently, we won't go 1, 2, for example, figure 8 or, timing pattern, whatever it is. We don't do it with this full range of arm motion. Because our body's moving so quick. Okay, we've refined our movements. When we hit, instead of 1, 2, we'll snap our body, shorten the distance, make it twice as fast, but we kick our body so hard into it, we don't need the travel. And that's where you want to refine it. You don't want to keep going with long movements here in your arms. You want to use this body violently, snapping your hips, torquing, kicking your hips, dropping, whatever it is, center of gravity, torque, momentum, all the principles that go with it. But one thing, if you don't remain calm and you don't relax, all those principles are out the door because you're tight and they're not going to work for you. I couldn't give you another principle to get you to move. Once you tighten and once you tense, you lose yourself. You're fighting you and your opponent. Breathing helps relieve the tension and anxiety. So if you're out on a test or you're making a move and you're saying, "Oh, I'm just having trouble, I'm flustered," are you breathing? Are you catching your breath? Now, I've got 15 pages on this, and I'll be lucky if I get through 2 in the amount of time, because it's a fairly involved subject with everybody. Everybody's so concentrated on using the right hand. 1, 2, 3. That the left hand is hitting our gi. The left hand hits his head, but we can't do that in a technique like right here. Oh, I'm just going to put you about like that. As we're hitting, that's where it's boom, boom. And these hits are all going here on the gi, but in reality, this left hand's just clipping this guy. That's what this technique teaches you here. As we're hitting, and as you guys roll this, boom. Get that energy. So when this hits, this little ping pong, boom, bam. You know, you're gonna test this one. I mean, you're gonna really. I'm just touching here, but can you see what I'm saying? I've got all my weight, boom. Going in there with this. Can you see that? Yeah, that's not hurting you. You're not standing for the dinner anyway, so heck. Hard. If I borrow less, I won't hurt you less. Less who? But again, think of this. If you work this, try not to be careful going this way. The idea is not to hit your practice partner. So have him turn his head and then go real slow so you can see the chunk out of this guy. Don't just, okay? Yeah, it's too hard to. Don't just, it's not my idea of dropping down. I'm trying to show something. Don't just make it flat. Drive. Get this elbow. Point that elbow, drive down, and then as this hits, elbow goes, and this is kind of your slingshot. But as you're doing that, you hit and hook. So you're taking this guy down. When that hits, that's back up. But you see, when I'm hitting, I've got all my body weight going in. Those are the analogies. Oh, come on. Sling that stone. Yep. Get this going. Sling that thing. Tighten your arms. Don't go out too far. You got to come back. Tighten it. Because like I say, this will, hold you. All these things will try to tighten. Drop. Boom. Drop it underneath it. And that'll just, you hit it. Get two guys going like that, and really move this stuff. Hit. This is a cue ball, okay? I want to hit this thing. I want to have the spin going. And as I hit, bam. And just that little bit of hit. With the torque going, as you can see, you're not going to be able to take it. Now, when you hit, when you drop it, and I drop, as I hit with it, you go, these are going to be right up into the next move. Get your angle incidence, get an angular reflection. Boom, bang, bang. Tighten these little buttons up. Okay, just let them roll and tighten them up. Boom, hit the, to come up and get top. Bang. So that's what you're after. Okay? This, when you hit, is going to bring the guy down here. Then from here, it's up into here. And it'll have a different angle of what you're doing. It's not going to be this way, this way, this way. He will come down and go clipping this angle. That's why we have one technique that goes this way, back through, and we have one that comes back out this way. Whether you're going here, or whether you're going here. But as soon as I hit, I want to be hitting, penetrate this guy, boom, but I'm turning this fist to my next move. I want to hit, and I want to be turning this move. Okay? And we did one move, kind of like I was showing you here just a bit, or just a bit. It's like when you punch, you hit a guy. It's not just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's so little button. Hit, and when you hit, you gotta let it go spin. That'll be the driving center when you're moving. Otherwise, it's flat. As soon as I hit right there, oh, all right. And I'm off and gone. So I'm getting in one move, but I've got to have this fist moving and twisting to set my next move. Get that kicker. Get that kicker. Bam! Get that kicker, get that guy going. Those that don't, go to hooking weights. Inward, inward, outward. But instead of similar to a timing pad. But when you hit, boom, I want you, when that hits, throw the shoulder violently forward, cut the distance in half, use your weight, use your body to create power instead of the long trap. Throw it, tighten that up. Anybody can drop these in and hit anybody. This takes nothing. That's just a little hit right there. You can wipe your hand on a guy and create pain. You hit this guy But I want you to use this, you know, boom, and tight here, tight here, tight here, tight here. Wherever you're going, keep going.